Hare Krishna. So first I pay obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and all the Prabhupada disciples and all the devotees just to allow me to my insignificant mouth to speak something about the glories of Bhagavatam. Actually I have no qualities, but I beg to the blessings to all the devotees to give me the blessings. I can say something what is I realized that today's sloka from Prabhupada purport and hearing from different highly elevated soul. So I'm trying to just to sharing. Actually this class I'm not to think about that I am giving the class. I'm just to coming to sharing, and I'm in front of me to sitting the Prabhuji. You must be to more giving the deeply understanding. Just time first to speak something. Okay, please bless me. I can say something for the pleasure of Prabhupada, all our Prabhupada disciples, and for you. I have no quality to satisfy Radha Gokulananda, but I am always try to serving the Vaishnavas. I'm from Vrindavan. My name is Sundar Nityananda Das. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Giri Varadhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Lalita Vishakha Jaya Radhe Shyam. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत भक्तवृंद की, उपस्थित गौर भक्तवृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितां येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं जनभूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुर श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुकां करति वाचलं पंगुलंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्यैश्वरं। हरि ओम तत्सत्। जय श्री श्री राधा गोकुलानंद की जय। जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी महाराज की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. So today our verse, actually the Prabhuji, this, who is just to organize the class, he said that I have to finish the class in before like 8:40 or 8:45. So I saw that his topics, his class is a very, each and every purport of Prabhupada, so many deep realization is there, but I have only half an hour, so I will try my insignificant knowledge, try to explain that by the blessings of all the proper disciples, Jadubar Prabhu and also Prabhuji, and all the senior Matajis and Prabhujis, please bless me. So first we will recite the sloka. The Canto 3rd, Chapter 1, 17 number sloka. Sha Nirgata Kaurava Punna Labha Gaja Ahat Tirtha Pada Padani Annatkrama Punna Chikishaya Urvam Adhishtitaha Jani Sahasra Murti Shanirgata Kaurava Punnalabdha Gaja ahat tirtha pada padani Annat krama punna chikishayat ubam Adhishtitaha jani sahasramurti. Anybody? Prabhuji's? Any Matajis? Hare Krishna. Translation. By his piety, the Vidura achieved the advantage of the pious Kauravas. After leaving the Hastinapur, he took shelter of many places of pilgrimage, which are the Lord's lotus feet, with a desire to gain a higher order of pious life. He traveled to holy places where thousands of transcendental forms of the Lord are situated. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Purport. Vidura was undoubtedly a highly elevated and pious soul. Otherwise, he would not have taken his birth in the Kaurava family. To have high percentage, to possess wealth, to be highly learned, and to have great personal beauty are all due to past pious acts. But such pious possessions are not sufficient for obtaining the grace of the Lord and being engaged in his transcendental loving service. Vidura considered himself less pious, and therefore he decided to travel all the great places of pilgrimage in the world in order to achieve the greater piety and advantage nearer to the Lord. At the time, Lord Krishna was personally present in the world, and Vidura could not have at once approached him directly. But he did not do so because he was not sufficiently freed from sin. One cannot be 100% devoted to Lord unless and until he is completely free from all effects of sin. Vidura was conscious that by the association of diplomatic Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana, he had lost his piety and was therefore not fit to associate to once with the Lord. In Bhagavad Gita, he is confirmed in the following verses. Jesham tattva-gatam papam jananam punna karmanam te dando moho nirmukta bhajante mam driyavrata. Persons who are sinful asuras like Kamsa and Jarasandha cannot think of Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth. Only those who are pure devotees, those who follow the regularity principle of religious life as prescribed in the scriptures, are able to engage themselves in karma yoga, then jnana yoga, and therefore by the pure meditation can understand pure consciousness. When God conscious is developed, one can take advantage of association of pure devotees. Association of purity. Shannas Mahatam Shevayat Biprat Punna Tirtha Nivesh Shant. One is able to association with the Lord even during the existence of his life. Places of pilgrimage are meant for eradicate the sins of pilgrimage. They are distributed all over the universe just to give the facilities to all the concerned for attaining pure existence and God realization. One should not be satisfied, however, merely by visiting the place of pilgrimage and performing one's prescribed duty. He should be engaged to meet great souls who are already there, engaged in the service of Lord. In each and every place of pilgrimage, Lord is present in his various transcendental forms. These forms are called Archa Murti, or forms of the Lord which can easily appreciated by common man. The Lord is transcendental to our mundane senses. He cannot be seen with our present eyes, nor can he be heard with our present ears. To the degree that we have entered into the service of the Lord, or to the proportion to which our lives are free from sins, we can perceive the Lord, but even though we are not free from sins, the Lord is kind enough to allow us the facility of seeing Him in His Archa Murti in the temple. The Lord is all powerful and therefore He is able to accept our service by presentation of His Archa form. No one therefore should foolishly think the Archa is the temple to be an idol. Such an Archa Murti is not an idol, but the Lord Himself, and to the proportion to which one is freed from the sins, he is able to know the significance of the Archa Murti. The guidance of a pure devotee is therefore always required. In the land of Bharatvarsha, there are many hundreds and thousands of places of pilgrimage distributed all over the country. By the traditional practice, the common man visits such holy place during the all seasons of the year. Some of the Archa represents of the Lord situated in different places of pilgrimage are mentioned in here. The Lord is present at Mathura, the birthplace of Lord Krishna, and as Adi Keshava. The Lord is present at Puri, Urisha, as the Lord Jagannath, also known as Purushottam. He is present at Allahabad, Prayag, as a Bindu Madhav, and Mandadar Hill. He is present as a Madhusudana. In the Anandadhara, he is known as a Vasudeva, and Padmanabha and Janardana. At the Vishnu Kanchi, he is known as Vishnu, and at Mayapur, he is known as Hari. there are millions and billions of such orcha form the Lord distributed all over the world, the universe. All these orcha murtis are summarized in the Chaitanya Charitamrita in the following words. सर्वत्र प्रकाशतार भक्ति सुख दीते जगतेर अधर्म नाशी धर्म स्थापिते. The Lord has so distributed Himself all over the universe just to give the pleasure to the devotees, to give the common man facility to eradicate his sins and to establish religious principle in the world. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. So it's a very big purport we can understand. So many topics is speak about Vidura, is about Holy Dham, and also why we should go to the Holy Dham and Orcha Murti. So different topics is here. But first I will try to speak that this chapter actually speak about Vidura. We know that in Bhagavatam, whatever the names we can mention in Bhagavatam, each and every name, there is some spiritual consciousness. These things is speak about the Viduras. So Vidura means the Vidur, that he is free from the Maya. B means the remove. Dur means Maya, who is just to free from the Maya. So first we can learn that if we are here these topics from the Vidura, then we also free from the Maya. First you see that here Prabhupada wrote that Vidura was undoubtedly a highly elevated and pious soul. Otherwise, he would not have taken his birth in the Kauravas family. So you can get the idea. If anybody born in a highly elevated family, must be previous life he did a good karma. That's why he born in a highly family. And why Krishna is giving to that us to that highly family to give birth? We can think about maybe we born in a highly family, but we not. But we are spiritually to born in a highly family, that is in ISKCON. Our spiritual father, spiritual Shiksha Guru is our Prabhupada. So we are a great advantage. Maybe we must be, and undoubtedly we did a good karma that we get the association of ISKCON, and we are coming to the contact with a different highly elevated soul. So we should be very proud that we are coming to the, maybe by born in a different degraded family or not a Krishna consciousness, but we can get the chance to come to in ISKCON. So in one sense, we in previous life, we did a good karma. Prabhupada in one class says that whatever the children you will see that in our Krishna consciousness family, you not to think about their ordinary soul. They are very highly elevated soul, otherwise they are not born in a Krishna consciousness family. But second line, you can think about it, to have that high percentage to possess the will, to be highly learned and to have great personal beauty, all due to the past pious act. So sometimes we are thinking, oh, I am not so beautiful. We go to the different place to become a beautiful, you're doing gym and go to parlor. But you have to think about, beauty is coming from your good karma. Beauty is coming from good karma. You see all the Prabhujis, maybe not, they are not using so many cosmetics, but they look so beautiful. Why? Because they are connecting to Krishna. Sometime I heard one class, one devotee in Delhi, you went to distributing books in one office, and that office, the boss is calling and said, can I ask a question? First I will take the Bhagavad Gita later. He said, yes, please.
what type of lotion or something you are using? You are so shiny, so bright, and look at that. He said, every day I'm just to taking prasad, that is the real lotion. And chanting Hare Krishna, that's why I'm so effulgent. So really, so my wife is so much just interested about the beauty. So can I go to your temple? Yes, please you come. And later that Prabhuji in his class he said, later after 1 year they both of them become a devotee. And they are now in the street every Sunday in Delhi, they are distributing the prasad. So you can understand how much you are practicing the beautiness. It will not come. It is coming from your previous acts. That's why even in English one proverb say, heart is the index of the face is the index of the heart. So what kind of things you are just to cultivating in your heart, that kind of reflection is coming to your face. So no need something extraordinary things. Your good things, the good mentality and good doings for the others, these kind of things when you are nourishing, then you automatically become beauty. So beauty is not coming by some cosmetics. Beauty is coming by our good karmas and pious activities. So after that, by such pious position are not sufficient for obtaining the grace of Lord and being engaged in his transcendental loving service. Vidura considered himself less pious and therefore he decided to travel all the great places of pilgrimage in the world in order to achieve the great piety and advantage nearer to the Lord. So this is the humbleness we can learn from the Viduras. I said the first, the meaning of Vidura is to remove the Maya, the anarthas from our heart. Vidura, think about it. Maybe I am born in a big family or elevated family, but I have no quality. This is the Trinadapi Shunichana. I just, before I said, I asked to Prabhuji, please bless me. Touch your hand on my insignificant head, just I can say something by your blessings, Prabhupada blessing. He asking me first, can you give me permission? I can sit on the high place, I have a leg problem. So humble. He can become arrogant. I am a proper disciple. He is a little one of the brahmachari. How many days he is coming to ISKCON? I am sitting. No, this is the humbleness. Trinadapi Shunichana. The Prabhupada said, he says that what is the ornaments of a devotee? Just like a lady looks beautiful when she wears different kinds of ornaments. Good shari, gopi dress. Prabhupada said, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, the Vaishnava's real beauty is coming from humbleness. How much you become humble. So Prabhuji is so humble, I am totally become mesmerized. He is asking me the permission. So you can see, Vidura may be born in a very highly position, but he is thinking, I am so degraded, I have no qualification to go to in front of the Lord. That's why Prabhupada always says, that in front of the Lord you never can pray, Krishna, I can serve you. Always to say to Krishna, Krishna, I have no quality to serve you, but please to give me the permission or give me your blessings, I can serve your pure devotees. Prabhupada said, in one life, if you satisfy a pure devotee, that is enough for go back to Godhead. We have no qualification. Always to feel like that. I have no qualification. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Jagadananda sometimes saw that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was crying. And he said, Jagadananda said, Prabhu, you are day and night crying for hearing the holy name. You are a great devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Jagadananda, if I am a great devotee, then Krishna not left me in this material world. Then I am go to the Golok Vrindavan. Still I am here means I am not qualified. Such a humbleness. This is the Vaishnava's ornaments. This is not. This is Jadubar Prabhu. Last time he went to Vrindavan. I met with him in our MBT restaurant. I request him, Prabhu, can you please I can offer you one glass of milk. Night time you went. Said, yes, would you like to serve me? But I am not qualified. I said, no, please Prabhu, I want to give that milk. Also with me some devotees, they also from UK, said okay. But if he is arrogant, he can say, I am from UK, I have a pound, why am I taking from you? Who are you? But he is so humble, so humble. So we can learning from our, we maybe personally can't meet with Prabhupada, but we can get the Prabhupada jewels from them. How humble, how humble. Krishna don't like arrogant. Krishna like the humbleness. You can see all the Bhagavatam pastimes, whatever the personality's name you can hear, everybody is. You see Prahlad Maharaj, Krishna, Nrsimhadev asked Prahlad, what do you want? Prabhu, I don't want anything. Please. Okay, Prabhu. I want that in my heart no desire is coming. Dhruva, Dhruva, you want one universe? No, Prabhu. I came here searching the like a glass, but you gave me the jewel, emeralds, diamond. So I don't want. So humble. So this sloka is to teachings to go to the Glab Vrindavan. No any the qualification. Just be humble. And the humbleness is coming when you listening more and more Bhagavatam. I sometimes think about it, my personal experience, but I don't know. Even if you only chant, then arrogant is coming. Only chanting, but not listening. But I saw when I personally try to read the Prabhupada purport, I become more, try to be humble. Try to be humble. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what is the qualification for good chanting? Trinadapi shunichena taroravi shoishnana amanina manadana kirtaniya sadava. How can I come in? That mood that I am become like a Trinadapi, that is only coming when I am more and more hearing the Bhagavatam, especially the Prabhupada purport. Then you can understand. Prabhupada so simple way just to give us. Even I saw, even you see the practically, I saw in India, just like any road, just like any Mataji went to like a Vrindavan, such an example, some traffic block is there, no entrance in the car, even tom-tom or auto rickshaw, nothing. If you go to the police, came from UK, my mother is sick, please police, give me the permission, I have to take to my mother with the auto. He said, go away. But if you go to the arrogant person in the police, sir, please sir, you can see, you also have a mother. My mother is so sick, she can't walk, she has a knee problem. Can you please, I'm folding my hand, requesting to you, give me the permission, I can take the auto up to the Krishna Balaram temple. Said, really? Okay, I give him permission, take. You see, the big arrogant person, you just to make it submissive, only your politeness, only your submissive position. That's why it is the teachings also are. In this material world, we are facing a lot of troubles, lot of difficulties in our life. But we need to humbleness. I am so morning time just to entrance in the temple. Jadubar Prabhu bring me just to push me standing in the front. I said, Prabhu, I have no qualification, I'm standing in the behind. And I saw that one Brahmachari Prabhu is swing, one Mataji is swing. Today is the Raksha Bandhan day and a Jhulan. I am learning. Our life also like a swing. We are in back and forth, distress and hatred. In so many ways our life is turbulent. We are coming back and forth, back and forth. But I get to the teachings. This cradle is coming back and forth. If this cradle empty, there is no Radha Gokulananda deity is there. Everybody is fed up. Why I am just pulling? Nothing is there. But as soon as inside the cradle we put the Radha Gokulananda's deity, we are very relishing way, we just to swing back and forth. So I get to the teachings. in our life, also in back and forth, in a different problems and situation. But in that heart, we put the Radha Gokulanando, whatever back and forth is going, but still we can relish the Radha Gokulananda service and hearing his katha. So we can get the teachings from the Julan Jatra. Only cradle is going back and forth is boring, distracting. But in that swing, in that back and forth line, in your heart, you put the Radha Gokulananda in your heart. Whatever the problems are going, still you are very peaceful and calm. You know. So this is the teaching. So we are not qualified to go to the lotus feet of Radha Gokulananda directly. We need very humble and submissive mode. Because in a spiritual world, we not to sit or just to associating and playing with the Krishna. We have to under the guidance of any gopis. So if you are going there, if you are not submissive, you can't. Any place you need to be adjusting, you need one thing. Submissive mode and tolerance. Just like we are coming, just like I am coming from Vrindavan or India, here is so cold. So if I think, how can I sit there? Oh, so cold. I can't go to Watford. It's too hilly area, so cold. No. Any place you can easily can adapt it. Just you need to tolerance. So why are we reading Bhagavatam? We sometimes think about myself. Why I am reading Bhagavatam? Why I am reading Bhagavad Gita? Just to earning the two qualities. Submissive mode and tolerance. You the Bhagavatam, every chapter, every slokas you read, only the two things internally and deeply you will go. They are giving the two, the instruction. How can you become more tolerant and how can you become more submissive? Whole Bhagavatam that based on these two topics. You can go to the Bhishmadev. How much he was tolerant. First is the one Mataji's pastime, Kunti Devi. How much she was tolerating in the difficult situation. Then Bhishmadev, so much difficult situation. She was lying down on the arrows. So much submissive and tolerant. Come to Prahlad, come to Dhruv. So many things. All the pastimes only to teaching the two things. How can we become more humble and more submissive? That's why Vidura think about it. Maybe I born in a very highly family, but I have no qualification to reach on the lotus feet of Gokulananda without the submissive and that tolerance mode. So that is starting from in this world. Final exam in our day in Golok Vrindavan, but it's starting from here. Just like Prabhuji is giving the example, morning. He's asking to me. I'm a simple one of the nothing brahmachari. He's asking, Prabhu, can I sit on the high place? Prabhuji is take to me and bring in front. He is standing behind. So they are teaching us, starting from here. Sometimes people in India say, oh Mataji, you started chanting, you come starting your Krishna consciousness life in 70 years, in 60 years. But Prabhupada said, why 60 years? You have no guarantee. You see, in this material world, how much you are endeavoring to earning money, wealth, position, beauty, whatever. You have no guarantee that up to you're 60 years old, you can enjoy it. But one thing is guaranteed, that you have to getting these things, what karma is you are created, that you have to pay. That is in this life or next life? Next life. You have to pay. So how much we are endeavoring without Krishna consciousness, we are submissive. Maybe we have no confirmation in 70 years we can enjoy my life, my opulence, my wealth, my everything. But one confirmation, my karma I cannot to live it. Either this life or next life they will catch me. So we are starting from here. And then you can say, where are we learning? We can, theoretically we can get it from Prabhupada books, the purport, and practically we get from all our jewels in Prabhupada, disciples, our senior devotees. How much they are humble. So learning that. So in a one way, Prabhupada always to say, you come to the temple, in outside world, you'll go to the office, this and that. They are teaching educational institution, wherever. They are teaching which way we become more arrogant, more independent, more aggressive, more powerful. That is in this world people will show. But when we'll come to temple, we'll see how much we become submissive. I saw when the devotees are standing in a queue, when Prabhuji came, all the devotees in one side gave the chance to Prabhuji in fast, because he is a senior devotee, he is a proper disciple. We are learning. Each and every way we are learning to the temple. When we take the Charanamrita, I saw all the brahmacharis and one little boy, devotee, is standing to serve me. Such a nice. So that's why I'm always thinking, Prabhupada one time say, our ISKCON is not a temple, it's a spiritual educational center. And sometimes people are thinking, where is the educational center? Is from only 8 to 9 and 7 to 8. Morning 8 to 9 a.m. and morning, I don't know what is night class, 7 to 8 p.m. No, if you are coming to the temple with the good consciousness, learning mentality, then each and every aspects you can get the teachings. So humble and submissive. That's why holy places here these topics is spoke. That's what Prabhupada said. Vrindavan is not a piece of land. Vrindavan is the state of consciousness. So if you go to the holy place, you need to prepare your consciousness to go down. What is the quality? Anytime, just like I am coming to the UK, I need a passport, I need a visa. Otherwise I can't come here. So what is the passport and visa to go back to garden? That is the submissive mode. And submissive mode, same time we have to remember Prabhupada said, not in front of Lord. First in front of the Krishna's devotee. Because people sometimes come to the temple, they can arrogant. No, why pay obeisances to Prabhupada disciple? They all look like me. Why am pay obeisances to Prabhupada? I have to pay obeisances only Krishna. No, the beginning of the submissive mode, starting from the very lower people. Because Krishna will take the taste from the how much you can submissive to the devotees. Krishna don't see that how much. That's why I'm always to say, Krishna don't see our action. Krishna sees our intention. Maybe I am pay obeisances, but my intention is like that. That's why the beginning, from the devotees, we are cooperate each other. How much we are just to respect each other. We are serving each other. That much we can approach. Narada one time asked to Krishna, why you like to Panchapandavas so much? Why not Muni, Rishis, Yogis? Panchapandav is your best friend. Krishna said, do you know Narada? Why? Because Panchapandavas all are all together. They are tightly, each and everybody. They not criticize each other. They are not finding each other faults. But the 5 brothers are always in get together, tied up, good bondage. So I like the unity. I don't like the diversity. So we are unitedly under the lotus feet of Prabhupada and all the Prabhupada disciples, the pure devotees, by their shelter, we are trying to move on Radha Gokulananda in UK, all over the world. Those 2 Prabhujis, I yesterday did the program in Birmingham. They brought it and they say, they are still not coming to the 100% in Krishna consciousness, but they are praising me. Prabhu, your ISKCON temple in what for such a nice. Whenever I go to, I feel I am in Vrindavan. Their devotees are so humble. Even the car, when Janmashtami coming, all the devotees are standing on the road and make the queue and serving the devotees. So you see, this person even not a devotee, but he first didn't say, oh, your Gokulananda is very beautiful. He first to say, the temple devotees are very nice. They are very submissive mode. They are very helping mode. That is to take to the Goloka Vrindavan, to go to the holy dham. That's why whole purport is speak about how can we go to the holy dham. What is the purpose to go to the holy dham? The purpose is to go to the holy dham to learning the submissive mode. The gopis, all the gopas, how much they are trying to serve the Krishna and the Radharani. So thank you so much to pardon me, 5 minutes I just to take extra 9:50. You should follow the authorities. I am very humbly pay my obeisances to authorities, those who gave me the permission to sit on this Bastion. Actually, I have no qualities. I take the blessings from Prabhupada and these two great personalities' blessings. I don't know, whatever I say is in my insignificant knowledge. Please pardon me any mistake. I just to hear from Prabhuji's, these two Prabhujis will say something. I'll be very grateful. Any comments, my mistakes? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhu. Please to give them. Give it to the Prabhuji. Jaduvar Prabhu will say something. We can hear from them. Take this one. Sure, take this one. Yes.
Thank you very much, Prabhu, for your wonderful class. And you're correct that humility is the essence of the Vaishnava. If we don't have that quality, all other qualities are somewhat useless. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much, Prabhu. When Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur sent his disciples to England, he told them that you can conquer them by your humility. By your humility, you will be able to conquer the British. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Anybody? I have no qualities to give an answer because Prabhujis are here. So I think so this is the time. Please pardon me. Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada ki
Jai. your phone? No, it's one of the